Oh my gosh.
What's Hyogomachi?
Hyogomachi. It's
the
the name of this area.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's Hyogomachi.
There's baby Chiaki.
That's baby Chiaki. Yeah, I used to go through this road all the time. Oh my god, that's so crazy. Oh, so you guys never been here, but you feel like you're a god there.
Yeah. It's just a
Well, that's cool.
Slow somebody walking through there.
Yeah. See, this is a udon place. We have a tons of udon place,
Nice.
but this one is chain.
Because the soba noodles are from there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, who did this?
Somebody does a bunch of them all over the world.
Oh my gosh, who did this?
It's a YouTube channel.
Oh wow, even in Takamatsu.
I mean, this is not 4K Walk. This is Tokyo Explorer. It's a different channel.
On my remote?
Yeah. There it is.
How did that happen?
It was in your butt.
All right.
Oh wow, Danny-san.
It's the God Awful Gospel Hour.
Fucking awful.
We're here with our Japanese friend.
Konnichiwa.
Jackie.
Do we say Jackie?
Maybe you can say Chiaki.
Just
yeah.
Chiaki, just
Chiaki.
Chi.
Yeah, just Chi.
Chi.
Yeah.
We're watching a walkthrough of Takamatsu, the city that Chiaki is from.
She's going to see people she knows.
Yeah, like that dude on
I
the
used to-
bicycle.
I used to give that homeless guy money.
How funny would it be if every person on here, Chiaki, is like, I think that's my aunt.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it just looks like my aunt.
That
Yeah,
motherfucker
that
owes
looks like
me
my
money.
grandmother.
That guy owes me $20.
Man, have you, okay, you guys never seen this before.
No,
I've never seen this city before, no.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I feel
Yeah.
like I invited you guys to here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, man, this is great.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, this is, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Look at this Louis Vuitton.
It's like we're walking through a mall in Japan.
Oh yeah, look at this tiger thing. Yeah, all the Japanese place has this, what is it, stuffed animal,
Yeah.
walking stuffed animal thing.
Mascot looking
Yeah,
thing.
mascot, yeah.
So, Chiaki, you've been a huge inspiration for the show, for the God Awful
Ooh.
Gospel Hour.
Yep.
Before you
Ooh.
came on last time, we were just fucking around.
Okay.
We weren't uploading anything.
We started to take it more
Yeah.
seriously because we had a real interesting guest, and we wanted to ask you your pronouns,
Hi.
but we don't do that on here. We ask people their adverbs and adjectives.
Okay.
How you describe yourself. What would you say? Like, I know how I would describe you, but how would you describe yourself? You know what adjectives are?
She.
Yeah. She, her. No,
Yeah,
that's
she, her.
pronouns.
That's not what you asked. Oh,
Adjectives,
adjective.
like
Okay, I'm a
adjective.
Japanese chick,
Okay.
almost 40 years old.
Okay. There you go.
I'm a hairstylist with
Uh-huh.
2 kids and 1 husband.
Yeah. Wild husband?
One.
Oh, one husband.
Yeah.
So you don't have more than one
wild
husband?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So I describe you as a punk rock mom, wife, musician, Japanese, Texan.
And an artist.
Yeah, artist,
Okay,
painter,
here you go. Yeah, painting.
Texas girl. Do you think you're a Texan?
I think so. I'm getting
I
there.
feel like Texan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Donnie's the gatekeeper. Donnie's a real Texan.
Yeah, I'm the only one that was actually born in Texas, right?
Yeah. Is that a thing? Can you qualify that?
You know what? I think you have everybody on a technical basis because all of your documentation happened in Texas.
Yeah.
So Chiaki is literally a Texan. Like
Yeah.
in like the records of the United States, you are a Texan.
You established residency.
Yeah.
So if you can go to college here for free, then you're a Texan.
In-state tuition.
Yes.
Chiaki could get in-state tuition.
Yes.
So how was the live painting? You did a live. I've never heard of that before.
Live painting?
Yeah, that sounds
You never
cool.
heard about it?
I mean, with the Guar documentary, I don't know if you saw that. That was a cool, like, an art scene from Richmond, Virginia. That's how Guar, the band, the crazy. Have you heard of them? You know Guar?
Oh yeah, Gore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a documentary about them, how they started, and it was like an art co-op in a warehouse where they were just people throwing shit against the wall to see what sticks and just being creative, and it turned into Guar.
Oh, cool.
So that's kind of what your live painting thing reminded me of, just creative people getting together,
Yeah.
through literally throwing paint at a wall and see.
Yeah,
if
that's exactly what I did.
Did you have a plan, or did you just were having fun with it?
No, just having fun. Well, so my art mentor,
Mm-hmm.
can I say the name?
Sure.
Yeah.
The Yellow,
Yeah. Peelander Yellow, right?
Philander Yellow. So he was having an event at the Buzz Mill. and he asked me if I want to come over and, sell my art.
Yeah.
And very last minute, he also asked me if I want to do the live painting with him.
Okay.
And I was like,
Was this when you cut his hair?
no,
Is
we
that
were
the
just
time?
talking on the
Okay.
text. Yeah. And he was like, hey, you want to do the live painting? And I was like, what? Okay, I'll do it. Yeah. Takes me like 30 seconds to.
It was 100
decide it.
degrees, right? And you did
Oh
it?
yeah! Oh my gosh, it was so hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I don't want to
came
do
to
it.
see
I
it.
don't want to do it again in June.
No.
Yeah, never again.
I came to see it, and Chiaki started painting, and we were watching her, and then
People try to plan shit right now, and I'm like, call me in October. We'll
Right.
do it then.
Yeah.
People want to do volleyball, and I'm like, is there a winter
yeah.
volleyball thing? I'll do that.
yeah, I watched Chiaki paint, and then after about
All the paint didn't
8
melt
minutes,
off the
I
wall.
was like, it's pretty hot outside. So we went inside, and then like half an hour later, you were done, and you came in, and you were all sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah, like soaking wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With paint. Were you covered
Yeah,
in paint?
well,
It didn't-
more like a sweat.
Did it ever get this hot in Japan?
No, it does.
It does get this
Yeah,
hot.
We're in a
especially
heat
like
dome
my
right now.
hometown is more like south
Okay.
west.
Does it
so
get to be 100 degrees?
I think so.
Wow.
And also Japan is more humid, so that's why
Uh-huh.
you feel even hotter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel like you're walking under the like ocean.
Austin was in the news yesterday because we're in a heat dome, and for the last couple days, Texas was the hottest place on earth.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
record-breaking.
last weekend or
Oh, wow.
weekend
Just
before
for this
last.
time of year. Usually it gets 100 in July, August,
Mm-hmm.
September, but this is, I think, the first time in June it's been this crazy.
I was in Denver with Chiaki, and it was like 70 degrees the whole time, and it was kind of chilly.
Yeah, like I needed to have a jacket at night.
Yeah,
You
and
guys
then we
went and saw 'em.
landed. Then we landed in Texas, and we were practically choking.
I think somebody making a rice.
Yeah, rice
Yeah.
cookers.
The rice is done.
Chiaki knows the zojirushi rice.
Yeah, it's the same sound with, like my rice cooker.
Yeah. But yeah, so it was hot. It was like, did you notice when we landed in Dallas, like how just hot it was
Yeah,
compared
and
to when we left?
Yeah, and guess
Colorado.
what? Even at the gate,
Yeah.
we are at the gate,
Yeah.
I could tell we are getting closer to the Texas
Uh huh.
because people are getting bigger and bigger.
Everybody's getting fat.
Yeah.
That's America.
So yeah, that's why I could tell. Okay, we're not in the Colorado anymore. And
There's a lot of-
less white people.
Yeah. As soon as we got to Colorado, Chiaki's like, "It's all white people. It's all white people."
There's not a lot of fat Japanese people unless you're being paid to wrestle.
Yeah.
So how did you? I was impressed and intrigued that you're a punk rocker from Japan, because I became aware of it when I was 12 because I'm from DC, and punk is kind of part of DC, because of Henry Rollins and Ian MacKaye and all that stuff. So I was exposed to it because culturally it was part of where I was from. But Japan, Tokyo, they've got all those little districts. So there's like the punk area and the cosplay area and the video game area. And how did you get first exposed to punk rock?
So my very, very first experience coming to US, I was 12.
Okay, same age I was.
Okay.
That's when your brain develops critical thinking and you realize everything's bullshit. It's punk. Perfect time to get into punk music.
Yeah, so,
So
I was
you
12.
came here before you came for college, then?
Yeah, I was, because I have a cousin who was born and grew up in middle of nowhere in Illinois.
Right.
And I visited my family one summer. I stayed in Illinois for a month,
Mm-hmm.
whole summer break. And I was 12, and my cousin, who's older, was 14. So he was already into Nirvana,
Yeah.
Smashing Pumpkins,
Yeah.
Stone
Yeah.
Temple Pilots, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Then I really liked it, so I just start listen those alternative,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I started going to the punk scene too.
Okay.
Then in my hometown, Takamatsu, on the TV,
Yeah.
in the Takamatsu, I was working at the record shop,
Oh, nice.
and
Dream job.
Yeah. She's the record store girl.
Nice.
yeah,
That's like
You worked at a record
that's
store
always
too,
the
Donnie.
coolest girl. Like that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
coolest girl that all the guys like is the girl that works at the record
how
store.
come I didn't have like a boyfriend.
Well, it's probably different in Japan.
Okay.
they were too shy.
they want a girl who was going to the college in my age.
Oh,
I
really?
bet. I was
You
like
worked at
18. I
Hastings,
started at
Donnie.
18.
You were
yeah.
drowning in pussy at Hastings, right?
Oh no, you're not the record store guy when you work at Hastings. Hastings is like a grocery store for books, music, and
Strip
video
mall.
rentals. Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't it indie? What
Yeah,
was
but-
the record store here? Was it an indie? Is it still around, do you think?
No, it's gone.
What was
but
it
anyways,
called? Mhm.
so bunch of punk rocker from this town came to my shop,
Okay.
Okay.
and the biggest guy was the band was called Effigy.
Yeah.
I even have a client who's a fan of Effigy, then followed me.
Okay.
Oh really?
These guys are like so good.
Yeah. Is it Japanese punk
Uh-huh.
band? Cool.
Yeah, I'm just friendly with these guys.
Yeah.
And these guys even open up they're opening act for the GBH when GBH came to my home island.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
and I just went to,
Yeah.
we just had a field trip with them
Uh-huh.
and going to see a GBH.
I
Yeah.
had a GBH demo record that was it was in a magazine. They used to make it like one of the pages of the magazine was made of vinyl, and you had to cut it with scissors, and you could put it on your record player.
Man,
It was
that's
included.
cool.
It was like how CDs used to come with magazines.
It's
Before
called
that-
Sonoshito. I think that's Sonoshito.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's called in English. Sonoshito.
Okay.
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 We'll put hashtag Sonoshito and see if we get a bunch of Japanese followers.
So how did you listen to music back then? Was it tapes or CDs or records?
CDs.
Okay. Did you have
But
a
when I was
Walkman?
really little, my dad had the cassette tapes.
Yeah.
But I think I was buying CDs. I
You
never
had a-
bought the cassette, I don't think.
Did you have a Discman?
What is a disc?
Headphones like a Walkman?
Oh, yeah.
Did it have skip
Yeah,
automatic
it is
skip
skips.
protection?
Yeah, every time. Yeah, I'm like riding a
You have to
bicycle and
hold-
shit, and it skips. これ中央公園.
People,
That's like, what is it? Like Central Park.
Oh, it is.
you remember people used to have CD players in the car before car head units, but it was a tape adapter, and then you had to have the shotgun guy hold the CD player.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so it wouldn't skip. And if it skipped, you're like, fucking man, come on, hold it right. Don't
Right.
put it on your leg.
I think there was enough skip protection by the time I had a car with a CD player connected to the tape. Because did you have we had the CD player? It was your Discman, your Walkman, and then you had the little tape thing that you plugged into it, and you put it into the tape
The
deck
adapter.
on your car.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I never had
I
the-
never
the
drive
tape
in.
adapter.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
had skip
I wasn't
protection
driving.
because it's all
Japan.
CDs are all O's and ones, so it would just back it up
Yeah,
and then keep it so it wouldn't skip.
it just like pre-copy some of the data.
So back then you had a Discman. How about now? What's your preferred way to listen to music now? What do you got?
Either digital or record.
Do you have earbuds or what? How do you?
Yeah,
like
earbuds.
That? Okay. You got the Apple ones or what? Do you have
Yeah,
one?
Apple
okay.
one.
That's your favorite way to listen to it. It's all free now. It used to be so hard to find music. You had to go buy stuff. Now it's all there.
And then you'd have to. Well, when it was tapes, you would have to fast forward to whatever you wanted to listen to if you didn't want to listen to it from the beginning.
Mixtapes and wait by the radio and hit record.
Yeah.
I make my daughter look up music for me now. She's more time. She has more time. And it used to take me so long. And now it's like I just wait for her to put something on in the car and I'm like, this is good. What is it? Thank you.
Oh, that's cool.
You work for me now.
Yeah, that's cool.
So do you have comedy? Was there stand-up comedy in Japan?
So their comedy style is different.
Yeah.
So they usually do with duo,
Yeah.
two guys,
Okay.
or two girls, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Two guys is the best way to do
Or
Like
it.
two
on,
gays,
like on
I
a
don't
stage,
know.
there's two guys,
So two people
two people. Right?
instead of the one person talking.
Okay.
So usually one person called boke means supposed to do like funny stuff,
Okay.
and the another one called tsukomi. Tsukomi is trying to
Yeah.
say, hey, what are you talking about?
It's
Yeah,
Laurel and
straight
Hardy.
man. Straight
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Laurel and
Yeah,
Hardy.
yeah, that one smashed the head.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the other guy's job.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not even joking. That's they're literally they smack the head and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it's,
their job.
you know what Three Stooges is, right?
What
The
is
Three
it?
Stooges.
No.
Oh, that's an old show and movie shorts and all that, and it was three guys who basically do that. They poke each other's eyes and they hit each other and they get mad at each other because they're always trying to do something. They always got like a scheme or something,
The foil and,
and
the
they
straight
fight.
man has been
Yeah, then they
forever.
they kept fighting. Wah, like the, wah, 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 you know all those
Slapstick.
noises. Wow, I'm gonna have to show you some
It
Three
kind of sounds
Stooges.
Mexican to me.
yeah.
It's Mexican comedy stuff is kind of like that
I
too.
know.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think white people would do something like that, but
they
for
did.
some reason, I can see Mexican people do something like this.
Did they have a comedy club in your town? Or near there, Tokyo?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Did you ever go see the bokeh act somewhere?
No, not in live.
Was on TV?
Yeah.
So what was the worst joke you ever remember hearing? Like that you were like, oh my God, that's gross. Did you ever hear a bad, rude joke that you can say? Did they push boundaries in Japan, or is it all polite?
Or was it all?
Well, I think
it's
it
all Amy
depends
Schumer
on-
Monko jokes.
Amy
Well, I
said-
think it really depends on the relationship. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you weren't like into comedy at all in Japan when you were little.
Well, I mean, I am. I
Yeah.
was like downtown was the two guys, who's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
famous, and
Yeah.
these guys are still most famous and popular.
Did you watch any like comedy shows on TV? Like,
Oh yeah,
What-
dude, you guys need to watch the comedy show that I used to watch
okay,
Okay.
when I was little.
uh huh,
Yeah, it's so good.
Is
okay.
it Japanese
Yeah.
or is it
It's
what
Japanese.
Okay.
What's it called?
Downtown no gotse kanji.
Okay. You're gonna have to text that
Yeah.
so I can copy paste it.
Find it on YouTube and link it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But as far as like famous stand-up comedians
But
like
I
Chris
guess-
Rock and all that, did you ever
but
hear
you-
of?
But you know, you guys don't hear the Japanese though.
Yeah, we would have to
So
like
you-
we'd read the
Oh,
subtitles.
Yeah,
Did you have an American stand-up comedian that you first saw and you're like, oh, you?
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle.
That's how I learned English.
Oh, because that was probably around the time of Chappelle's show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever it was
Like,
like, I'm Rick James, bitch, and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a rich bitch.
Yeah, I'm rich, bitch. Yeah.
Fuck your couch.
Yeah.
So when you actually came here, as the closest thing to a grown up was when you were coming here for college, right? And that was early
when I was
2000s.
20.
Yes, that must have been early 2000s.
Yeah, like 2005?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So you guys are probably watching a lot of Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, and also, okay, there was 2 DVDs that I watched over and over
Uh huh.
just because that's what my cousin had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, and you know, I didn't bother to continue to watching it,
Uh-huh.
to learn in English. The one was Dave Chappelle. The other one was 40 years old version.
Yeah, the
40-year-old
40-year-old version.
version.
Yeah.
It's always a cousin or a big brother. Like everybody when I was in 4th grade, the one kid had a big brother that had a tape of Paul's Boutique by the Beastie Boys. And that's how we all got into that. And we found out about punk because somebody has a big brother that shows you stuff. Or a cousin. Was there a restaurant that you grew up going to when you were little that was your favorite that's gone now? Or maybe it's still there?
Yeah, maybe lots of udon place.
Like it was special for your family. Everybody said, oh, tonight we're going to this place. And everybody looked forward to it.
Man, I remember going to one okonomiyaki place.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we can actually cook it. Man, if I think about it now,
Yeah.
why did we have to go out to eat if we are the one who's cooking?
Yeah.
On the, you know?
That's like the self-checkout at the grocery.
Yeah,
What am I
like,
paying you for?
yeah, we just got the ingredients, you know. They don't
Yeah.
even cook it for us.
Yeah. And
We
you
are the
pay
one who's-
them extra. Yeah. It's
yeah,
probably
yeah,
it'd probably
what
be
the fuck?
cheaper to
Maybe
do it at
that's
home,
why.
right?
Maybe that's why these guys are gone. I don't know.
Yeah.
There was a place in Virginia and there's a place here where the customer service is really bad, but the food is so good that they don't have to be nice because they know you're going to be back once you try it.
Yeah. Did you ever watch any Seinfeld?
I don't think so.
You never watched the episode with the soup Nazi?
Uh-uh.
It was a restaurant where the soup was so good, but
Mm-hmm.
the guy was really mean that did it. But his soup was so good that he could just be mean to people, and they would still give him money because the soup was so good.
Did you have anything like that growing up?
Like, what
There.
is the place that you remember where
Oh,
the
maybe-
food was so
okay.
good?
Okay. I think a lot of ramen shop,
Yeah.
they're not necessarily like friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people, you know, people not expected them to be friendly either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like come and goes. And yeah, usually I think ramen shop people don't even smile.
Yeah.
Different
Yeah.
countries have different philosophies on customer service or how important it is to retain. I mean, if you have a good location, people are going to go back regardless, so you don't have to be nice. And if the food's really good, you don't have to be nice. There's Mexican places here where it's like, if there's an old lady in the back, you know it's going to be good. If it's cash only,
Yeah.
if they have a salsa smasher,
Yeah.
then they don't have to be nice. You're going to come back because the
Yeah.
food is so good. So you get to be, when you go to Japan with your daughter, you get to be with your mother and your daughter at the same time.
Hi.
This is something I noticed recently being around my father and son at the same time. You watch the personality traits filter through your mom to you, to your kid,
Mm-hmm.
and you go, okay, this is a problem. I need to stop this at my kid and
Yeah.
go, this has been going on for 50 years and now it's time to end.
They pass down through the generations.
I wonder how it is for girls. Because with me, like with my family, it's like anger. Like I've got anger issues. My dad's got anger issues. My son's.
You do?
No, I'm working on it, so I'm good. But, you notice it, the filtering down where you go. I think it's a male testosterone thing. You have to control myself and not be an animal, But for girls, what is it? For the mother and you and for your daughter, what do you see? Like, I don't want you to talk shit about anybody, but maybe it's a good
Being
thing.
a bitch?
Yeah, exactly. Little
Yeah.
deceptive things or manipulative things.
Right.
I don't want to
and
stereotype
yeah.
females.
I'm like,
Guys get
it
mad.
has to be my way.
Yeah.
The things needs to be my way.
Controlling.
Yeah, controlling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
like this, so we're
Yeah.
not doing this.
Yeah,
or
right.
I like this, so we all have to do this.
So is that how your mom is?
Pretty much.
Is that
pretty
how?
much so?
Is that how your daughter is?
No.
She's not like that.
Well,
She's
good.
not like that.
Is she
But
more- is
I
she
was
more-
not like that too. But look at
Oh,
me.
Yeah, eventually you became
Like
that
40
way.
years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, more like 30 years for her.
yeah.
30 years later. Yeah, maybe she's gonna have a more strong opinion.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah, maybe
40
so.
now. You're going to be old soon. You get to be grumpy.
Yeah,
you
I
can be
guess
an
so.
old grumpy. So we have a theory about, how we were talking last time you were here about how Asians are racist towards each other.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
So Japan is the most pure,
Yeah, most of great.
and it's a small. There's a lot of
Japan number one.
Yeah. But the further you go west across Asia, the closer you get to Mongolia, which is basically like Russia, Eastern Europe. Like,
Maybe that's why it gets bad then.
Yeah.
You're getting closer. Oh, Josh-san, you're so smart.
you know what they call retarded people?
What?
Mongoloids.
Who said that?
That was the old term,
Yeah.
like the old medical term, because their
What?
eyes look kind of like Mongolian people,
Yeah.
That's
like Down syndrome.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mongoloid was
So the
name.
further you get from Japan, from the pure drop in the ocean where the sword, according to the Last Samurai, dropped
Man,
a
I
beautiful
didn't know that.
island.
Okay.
It gets dirtied up. So you guys are the pure. You're like the England of Asia, where everybody
Oh
came
yeah,
from.
yeah. Because small, they're
Island
both
where
small
everybody is
islands,
inbred.
and going everywhere,
Well, that's
killing
nice.
everybody.
Right, but that's also
Yeah.
the joke about England is because they're all on an island, so they all were inbred. That's why the joke about like ugly British people is because like the royals and all that kind of stuff, because it's all the same family.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, same thing with Japanese loyal
Yeah.
people too. I
yeah,
guess.
yeah, like the
The
emperor,
pure one,
yeah,
pure
emperor
one.
and all that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not the one that who came from the outside of the family and married
Yeah.
with one of those.
Yeah, right.
Man, I'm gonna get in trouble.
No,
Okay.
there's no trouble.
There's no trouble. There's
We
no
have-
trouble.
All right. Yeah, I guess Japanese people don't hear the English,
Yeah.
so I think
Yeah.
I should be.
We
good.
have 30 listeners.
Yeah.
They're not going to give a fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and probably half of them are robots. Yeah, I don't think they're robot ears
Well,
are
they
gonna
are,
care.
what is
Yeah.
it? Mongoloid?
They're Mongoloid robots.
Yeah,
Now,
Mongoloid.
now you bust it out on your kids. You got to be like,
Man,
you're
I
acting like a
didn't know.
mongoloid.
Yeah.
Shit,
You're
okay.
dirty.
I
Because they
didn't
dirtied up the
know.
blood with
Yeah, I
Dylan.
know.
She was pure and nice, and then she could put nasty white people blood in there. So when your kids fuck up, you go, that's your father's blood.
Oh yeah, pretty
You're
much.
nasty.
So.
Yeah. You're just like your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quit eating so much. You're going to be a fat Texan. So last time you were here, it was a big inspiration for us, and we started posting more online.
Good.
And the following kind of picked up, and people, became fascinated with this person.
Hi.
You have a lot of specific specialities. Like we used to do this joke about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where like
Yeah.
it's a very rare Pokemon type thing.
Yeah.
Chiaki's a punk rock painter, mom, wife, Japanese, Texan. There's not a lot of those. That's rare.
Is it rare?
It's interesting.
I feel like I don't know.
According
There's
to
not there's not a lot of people who are exactly like you.
yeah.
You're
But
kind of
but
unique.
don't you think that I can say that to everybody? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't say that to
Yeah.
everybody, but some people are like. I mean, we're both white guys with beards in their 40s that
Okay,
play
but-
video games. There's a lot of guys like
Boring.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you move to Japan,
Yeah, we would be
you're gonna be
interesting,
like
right?
interesting. Yeah.
I know.
But on a worldwide internet listener spectrum,
Hmm.
for our demographic, it is video game nerds. We hashtag a lot of video
Yeah.
game stuff, and we get a lot of
Okay.
those listeners. So to them, and Japanese girls are fetishized also, but we had because
creepy.
you were on the sorry, that's not me. It's not mine. I didn't do it. That's the world. It's video game nerds like that. I'm sorry.
It's the kind of that's the kind of thing that John would have said. I'll bleep his name.
Oh God.
Remember John?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
of
there
course.
was a guy we used to work with
Oh,
who
God.
he was obsessed with Japan, and so whenever Chiaki got hired, because Chiaki worked with me for a little while, it was like he was in heaven. And when he sat next to you, he'd be like, "Chiaki, I went to Japan a couple years ago and I took this picture."
He talks exactly like that.
He was code switching. He was trying to be an old samurai. He was talking slow.
Chiaki,
Oh, I'm a wise.
Oriwa.
So, because you're so special
Hi,
and
hi.
rare and
Hi.
unique,
Hi.
we have had some people email in with questions
Hi.
for
okay.
you
Okay.
to answer
All right.
with your ancient Japanese wisdom.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Right.
So, here's the first one.
Okay.
Dear Chiaki, they say
Hello.
that strong men make better times, etc. How's the rest of that go?
Okay,
Wait, what did you just
So
say?
there's a- there's
strong
this-
man has
there's
a bigger
a-
dick.
there's
Is
kind
that
of-
what you're saying?
That's coming later.
strong
We're going
men
to talk
have
about
big dicks.
What?
Big dicks create weak women. No. So the story it's a quote, right? And here's how it goes.
They got it wrong in the email, but you can fix it.
Strong men create good times, right?
What do you mean?
If men are
They work
strong,
hard.
they make the world a good place. That's
They build
like
the buildings.
make people rich. They make civilization
Oh,
grow.
like Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, like Kim Jong Un. He's
Yeah.
a strong man. He's
Yeah. Good times, easy
Yeah,
times.
he shoots missiles.
Yeah.
Okay, so strong men create good times, right?
Okay. Got that part?
Good times create weak men.
Because they have it easy.
Oh, because the
Easy
person
life.
is having like a clay.
Yeah.
That's another beep. We're gonna have to
Our
beep
friend
so
over
many names out of here.
And then what does a weak man
Okay,
make?
weak men create hard times. So if all the men are weak, then things get worse,
'Cause they don't
and it
create.
makes the world a worse place, and it makes things bad,
They
right?
have an easy life. They're lazy. They
Right.
don't build buildings.
Yeah.
So-
But then hard times create strong men.
Oh, because the guy is going through.
Yes.
Yeah, so you have to struggle, and it
Oh.
makes you strong, right?
So you gotta have like a.
It's a cycle. It's a
Okay,
cycle,
okay.
and
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
they say is kind of the cycle of civilizations. Like the Roman Empire, or maybe Japan, when Japan had an empire, right? At one time it was really, really good, but they got too big and strong, and then everybody was like, "Oh, I'm just going to sit at home and drink tea and not do anything because, everything's so good." And
Yeah.
then things got worse, and
okay.
things got so bad that it was hard on people, and they had to become strong to survive. And then they made things good again. So it's about the cycle,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So this person said in the email, strict parents make crazy kids.
Yeah, that's
because they're
true.
rebellious.
Yeah, that's true.
And then what did the crazy kids make? So this is a question they have for you for parenting styles. You had a probably strict mother, and now you're a punk rock. And so now what are your kids going to be if they don't have anything to rebel against?
Oh, they're gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah,
Oh,
because if they're just doing whatever they want,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
But maybe
They're gonna
it's
be
an
in a deep
easy enough
shit.
world that Well, and what do we tell them? You have to work hard. They don't care. The world is crazy now.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Invent an app and get rich. That's pretty much what all anybody can do.
Be a TikTok star.
oh yeah, maybe YouTuber.
Yeah, YouTuber.
Yeah,
I mean,
YouTuber.
our
Oh,
parents-
okay, yeah. Just going to another country,
Yeah,
and
and
walking
walk
down the
through
street,
and do
walk
a
through
4K
it.
like
Yeah,
we're watching right
exactly.
now.
Think
yeah.
of something unique.
Right.
Yeah.
So our parents told us, keep your nose to the grindstone, work hard every day, you'll make it. We don't really tell our kids that because that doesn't work anymore. So,
Yeah.
what do we... I had this same problem during COVID. I was like, what am I going to tell my kids to do in the future? The world is fucked up. So what do you tell them? Like, what are you going to tell your kids? I think is the question here in this email. How are you going to have them adapt to society as it is evolving? as far as advice goes.
Like
for
right
making-
now?
Yeah, making a life for yourself.
Learning how to write the code.
There you go.
Write code. Yeah.
Write code.
Yeah.
That's AI does that now. Apparently, the big
shit.
new thing is marketing. The only thing that AI can't simulate is personality and like selling stuff.
Okay.
So be a salesman.
Case,
Yeah. Learn how to communicate, but one-on-one people is more important. Or to differentiate and tell when something's AI. I don't know.
oh,
Here-
go to the beauty school.
Yeah.
That'll be school.
There you
yeah.
go.
Everybody needs to.
Everybody
get
needs a haircut,
Yeah. That's what I do.
So that's another saying is that the way that you become rich and successful is either number one, do something that nobody else can do.
You get the skill.
Get
Yeah.
a skill that
Yeah,
no
get the
that
skill.
not
And
many other people can do.
finding a rich friend.
Right. Yeah. That's a good skill. That's a really good
okay,
skill.
yeah, follow
Yeah.
the rich friend.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Or do something nobody else wants to do. So dig ditches, working like the sewer,
Like cleaning up the dishes and
yeah,
stuff.
clean up the dishes. I do. Like,
sucks.
there's always
Somebody's
going to be
gotta mow the
somebody
lawn.
who needs
Yeah.
to do that.
Right.
So that's the two.
I bet they're
that's the
gonna be a
two
robot
options.
who does the dishes
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know.
So the only thing left for everyone else is to do something creative with personality where
Yeah.
they can tell it's from a human and you feel
Yeah.
a connection and you can get away from all the robots. So the next email we have is, Dear Chiaki,
Hi.
every time it's time to go out to eat, my wife says, where do you want to eat? She already knows where she wants to eat, but she wants me to guess the same place. So it feels romantic.
Fuck
Do you
that
think
bitch.
this is okay? Do you think this is a healthy relationship?
No.
That's
fuck
the-
that cunt.
That's the
I don't
that's
wanna
the
play
dear
that
Abby.
kind
The
of
whole
game.
the paragraph, and then the Abby response is "fuck that bitch."
yeah, she sounds so annoying.
Uh-huh.
Why do we have to, play that kind of game to just go into the fucking restaurant?
So you don't have that with your husband?
Oh, okay. So I usually don't have a mind. I don't have it in my mind
What you want?
for what I want. So
Yeah.
I always say something light.
Something like
Yeah, something light.
That's good.
exactly.
You can meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Usually when people are hungry, they're angry. So it's not a good time to argue.
Yeah, that's so true.
You
Yeah.
should just say what
Yeah,
you want.
I guess I kind of do that shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, I will say, something light or something warm. And if he can't come up with great idea,
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this sucks.
I'm still hungry and I'm only
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
hungrier and now you're going
Yeah.
to die.
Oh, hey, this is really Mecha Park.
You went there?
Yeah, this is like,
How-
I used to go there not all the time. But
Yeah. So there's a
Yeah,
park.
they haven't.
there-
Yeah,
there's
it's
a park
like
on
a
TV.
park, but I
They're
got
walking through. Well, how
like a
close
really
was it to where
old
you
one.
lived?
Huh?
How close was it to where you lived?
Maybe 15 minutes by bicycle.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I really live close to the downtown. Yeah,
It's-
look how beautiful it is.
It's
all
easier to
about-
believe in magic when you look at Japan than anywhere else. Like
It's
there's-
easier to believe in spirits because all the trees look kind of.
yeah, well, they've got it all laid out and
Yeah.
it feels cool when
Yeah.
you're there. You go to like America and people are like, this is a magical place. And you're like, bullshit, it's a strip mall.
Yeah.
No, but when I lived there, I get so used to looking at it, so I don't pay attention to these.
Yeah.
But when I moved here, I was like, holy shit, the sky is so big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, dear Chiaki,
Hey.
every time I go to the doctor, I have a penis problem. It's a female doctor.
Oh.
And I think that it should be a male doctor. But who do you think is more qualified to do genitals on the doctor work on the opposite or the same person? If you were going to go to the doctor for a problem with your genitals,
Okay.
would you prefer a female or a male?
Female.
Yeah, because they know.
Yeah.
They understand.
Yeah, I
So-
mean, you guys don't even have it, Yeah, so what do you know about?
So would you rather have a straight female or a lesbian?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah.
Because if I got a guy look at my junk, I might prefer a guy who's looked closer more often and
Yeah.
is intimately
Yeah.
familiar with
Yeah.
the work.
Yeah,
He's seen it from a different angle.
This guy knows a lot about dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah. How do you qualify?
Yeah,
You're
maybe
not allowed to.
maybe lesbian
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, she knows all about it.
Yeah. She's been seen maybe more than just a regular doctor.
She could
Because,
put,
outside of her work, she's been looking at it too. So
Yeah.
she got more samples.
she
Yeah.
puts it on her
Okay,
resume.
yeah, here you go. Yeah,
I
I'll
know a
love
lot.
to go to see a
A
lesbian.
lesbian
Lesbian
gynecologist.
gynecologist.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. Dear Chiaki,
Hey.
every time I go to bed, I lay my head down on the pillow, and my wife asks me if the doors are locked. Why can't she just get up and check if the doors are locked herself?
Because she's fat.
Do you think it's like a codependent relationship, or it's just a security thing? Like it's
No,
maybe
it's just that her behavior made her looks like.
it could be something like picking a place to eat. Like maybe you want to have a romantic safety security thing.
Man,
with
God damn it. I also do this shit to my husband.
Oh, here we go. You walked right into it again. So if there's two guys that were
God
roommates.
damn it. I do this shit.
Yes. Okay. It's okay. Everybody does this
Okay,
stuff.
so here's the newspaper article, right? There's the question, the letter, right? And there's Chiaki, and it's 2 sentences, and it says, "She's a fat bitch." Yeah. God damn it, I do this shit.
Every answer is "fuck that bitch." Oh my god, I am that
Yeah,
bitch.
oh my God, this is me.
If guys
Wow.
live together, roommates, you go. Nobody goes. I used to live with my 3 best friends, and we would watch a movie. Somebody would fall asleep and go to bed. Usually, the last person up checks the doors. Nobody, but we don't fall asleep next to each other. Where you're like, "Hey, honey, can you check?"
Yeah.
But also, it was 3 adult males, so it was like, "Fucking come in the door, see what happens, fool."
Right.
So maybe it's a security thing. I hope the doors are locked. You start worrying. There's something about hitting the bed that makes you do inventory
Yeah.
of the house. Is everything good? Can I go to sleep? And maybe it's nice. Maybe it's romantic. Maybe you can't rest until you know that you're being well taken care of.
Here you go. I'm gonna use the.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the. What is it? Excuse from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
something I said to this young lady outside. I said, I'm tired of all this complaining. And she said, "Do you want me to complain to someone else?" And I was like, "Oh, shit, no. I want to be the one that you complain to," I guess. So you're a hairdresser. We were already talking
Hi.
about genitals. This person writes in, "Dear Chiaki,
Hi.
every day I get up to go to work. I'm a waiter at a restaurant, and I put conditioner on my pubes, and I feel like I'm walking on a cloud all day long. Do you recommend this practice?"
Maybe shave it all.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shave it all. Yeah.
Is that a preferred? Donnie, you're a single man. What do you prefer on a young lady as far as pubes goes?
Not 70s porn.
Okay.
I'm pretty good with everything that is not just 70s porn. Like,
Why do I have
Not-
to know about Danny's preference?
What did you do for Cyberpunk when you made your character? Did you have a
I made a
girl?
chick with a dick, obviously.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they still get to pick the pubes. I made a girl with a green lightning bolt pubes
Oh, really?
Yeah. because it was available. Because it was there.
right,
That's why I climbed the mountain.
Right?
Dear Chiaki,
Hi.
every time I drive with my wife, my ears hurt. Can you tell me why my ears hurt when I drive with my wife?
Maybe she's talking so much.
So do you think
She
I
needs
should
to shut up.
It said, do you think I should let my wife drive? Or
No, she's not good at
should I tell
driving.
her to shut
Yeah.
up?
No,
why is
she's
she not good at driving?
Because she's a chick.
What if it was 2 lesbians driving together? Who's going to drive
Yeah.
Oh, the guys one. What is it?
The one
What's it
that's
called?
more
The
of a
one
guy.
Yeah, that one. Let that one do it.
So I have a lesbian sister, and all I hear is that everybody always asks which one's the man and which one's the chick. That's like the question that they get all
Who's
the
in
time.
charge?
Any gay,
Who checks that the doors are
any
locked?
gay relation? Who checks that the doors are locked? I'm gonna have to ask her that. Yeah,
Who picks where you're going to eat?
yeah. Who makes the other one guess?
Okay, here's one from
Hi.
Dear Chiaki.
Hi.
As a gay man. Hold on, let me start over. Dear Chiaki, as a gay man, I work in an office, and I have a crush on another man. And my cubicle faces the restrooms. Every time he comes out of the restrooms, I go into the stall and I sit and I feel his butt warmth on the toilet seat. Would this be considered sexual harassment or just light flirting?
Enjoy it.
If he doesn't know.
If he doesn't know, what he doesn't know can't hurt him.
Enjoy it.
All right, that's the end of the emails. We'll have some more for you next time you come
Yeah.
here. Thank
Hey.
you for answering all the
Hey.
Next
important
time we have the
questions.
Dear Chiaki segment.
Did you feel any Asian hate during COVID? Did
Um,
you experience that? Have you experienced any racism in America since you've been here?
not that I noticed.
Okay. You don't give.
Oh, but guess what?
You're a punk rocker. You don't give a fuck what people think.
Yes, that's a big part of it. But okay, when I lived in Illinois, yeah, one time I went to a what is it, truck stop, like a
Uh-huh.
restaurant, and yeah, at some point everybody put the fork and knives on the table, and it just looked at me.
Like a scene from a movie. Like,
Yeah, or like so.
record
So
scratched.
I could guess.
Yeah.
I was the first non-white person that they ever seen before in their life.
That's what I told you. That's what everybody
Yeah.
online thought. They never seen a punk rock artist, painter, Texas mom, Japanese wife,
Yeah.
girl. You're very unique,
Yeah.
especially in Illinois.
Yeah. Mattoon, Illinois.
We got listeners from all over. So as far as the Asian racism things goes, this is something that we were talking about before. You know Michelle Yeoh,
I don't know.
the
who that
actress.
is.
She's from Crouching Tiger,
Everything,
Hidden Dragon.
everywhere, all at once.
Oh, okay.
She was
Okay,
Crouching
okay,
Tiger,
yeah,
Hidden
yeah,
Dragon.
yeah.
Her and Donnie Yen have been in the movies a lot recently, and they both have said in the press. Michelle Yeoh just said, I finally started getting casting calls to be in movies that didn't ask for an Asian person. So she was very excited to get to, I think, rest on the laurels of her actual acting ability as an actor, not based on her looks. But she may have gotten a lot of the roles leading up to that because of how she looked. So do you think it's okay for Asian actors to be offended if they get a letter from a producer that says we want an Asian looking person for this role? Is that racist?
No,
Okay.
is it supposed to be racist?
I mean, they're apparently these big time.
Was she happy? Did she
Asian-
get the job?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a good thing.
Yeah, but the sun burns everybody. We're all out here trying to make it. It's hard
You
out
know-
there for a pimp.
So when I was graduating a beauty school, I actually got a lot of job offer, but part of it was I wasn't white.
Yeah. You got affirmative action.
You think that they wanted more diverse people
Yes.
than just white
Okay.
people?
Yeah, because it's obvious that I'm gonna bring I'm having another kind of marketing going on, you know,
yeah.
So
all
you
the
got
Asian
positive
people.
reinforcement.
You can bring in a different
Yeah,
or
exactly,
different
exactly.
customer base.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you don't think it's offensive if people say, like, you must be smart, you're Japanese?
That's good.
Yeah.
You
I'm
like
good at
you
the
like
math.
you like positive
They're
stereotypes.
still making an assumption based on you.
Yeah,
So
but
what
what
if-
if I wasn't good at it though?
Well, what I'm wondering what if you got into like a wreck, like a stop sign or something,
Oh god damn it!
and the
I
person
did it,
got
yeah.
out. I was like, "What a surprise! What have we here? An Asian lady?"
No, that happens when someone cuts you off
Yeah.
and you pull up next to him and you go, I knew it.
Okay.
I knew it.
I knew it. Yeah.
Man, I actually
Called it.
also get the vibe every time I'm driving, and I obviously know I did something wrong, and I was like, "Shit, I'm Asian chick."
Now you have to watch and see if that person
I
pulls
know.
up next to you and
Yeah.
goes, I knew it.
Yeah,
You have to
yeah.
watch their mouth. I
Okay.
called it.
If the person who's saying it is the black,
Yeah.
I think that's funny.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
So they did a study for the way humans treat each other and compulsions, human weakness, with two groups of Boy Scouts.
Okay.
They put them in the woods, 50 yards away from each other on a Boy Scout trip. And they didn't tell them about each other. And they watched them with cameras and they studied them to see what would happen when they found each other. When they found each other, they started fighting. They automatically othered one another and were, biased
Yeah.
Why?
to this other group because this was someone else out in the middle of nowhere. They didn't expect to see anyone.
It's not our people. It's other people.
So they got creeped out. They were able to solve it when they gave them a problem to work on together. They made some kind of river or creek where they had to have a bridge, and they manipulated the situation from outside, the overseers, where they had to work together. It's kind of like Independence Day.
Yeah.
There's aliens we have to fight together.
Yeah, like if aliens attacked Earth suddenly, like we'd be friends with Kim Jong Un because we had to fight the aliens.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I brought this up in a meeting at work, and someone chimed in and said, "Well, I wonder what would have happened if it was the Girl Scouts." What do you think would have happened if it was two groups of Girl Scouts in the woods?
Yeah.
And they found each other.
A lot of gossips.
there'd be a lot
They
of
would've
gossip
talked shit.
happening. Yeah, they'd start talking like they'd
Those
be like
bitches.
those other girls, right?
Would they be able to bring them together with like a common problem to work together?
Yeah, do you think so?
Or do you think they've been
Yeah,
too
I think
bitchy?
so.
What if they
Yeah.
told them they had to put on a fashion show? Do you think they would all work together?
Yeah, I think I don't know. They
Have to
might
cook some
enjoy it. I don't know.
Who's going to check that the doors are locked in the middle of the night? So Justin Roiland got fired from
Yeah, he's
Rick and
gone
Morty.
from Rick and Morty.
They hired another voice actors to do both of his shows.
Well, the Solar Opposites is freaking the Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
But he got cleared
Stevens.
of the charges.
Yeah, well, the charges got dropped.
Okay. So I think this is how Donald Trump has degraded our legal system, where it doesn't even matter what the official call was from the courts.
Yeah.
It's still a matter of public opinion.
Yeah, there's still so much public
Because
opinion.
there were accusations, he's fired forever.
Yeah, it's like Bill Cosby. You know, Bill Cosby got freed from jail, but that doesn't mean that there weren't 50 women that said that he, drugged
Like
them,
6
right?
more the other day.
Yeah, there's even more. It's
Yeah.
It's
Well, he was on
interesting.
tour in the 70s. Comedy.
You're right.
He was cleaning up.
They had that Spanish fly or whatever.
Yeah.
But so it's like interesting to talk about like how much is too much, where you're just like, I don't want that person to be able to be like have a career anymore, like in that thing.
Do you watch Rick and Morty? Have you heard of Rick and Morty?
Guacamole?
Yeah, Rick and Morty. It's a animated
cartoon.
show on Adult Swim.
I need to watch it.
It's
I don't
very
know, I don't-
famous.
Yeah.
It's an old scientist and a young boy's grandson. They get in adventures.
Ah,
yeah.
is that the long blonde dude? No.
No.
Okay.
It's an old man with spiky hair like Lisa Simpson.
Ah.
Yeah.
And then his grandson's like,
maybe,
oh,
okay.
gosh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think I.
Anyway,
paid
he got
attention.
fired for being sexual.
Well, first he got arrested. He got arrested for like domestic abuse, like supposedly like hitting his girlfriend, and then
Maybe she was a bitch.
maybe
Maybe she.
What did
asked
she
to-
do?
Maybe
Yeah.
she asked to go lock the
The door.
door too many times.
But then it came out that he had sent some kind of messages to like young girls, not really like sexual or whatever, but it was still kind of like a little bit like you should probably
It was
shouldn't be
racist. It
talking
was
to this
Chinese
girl.
racist stuff.
Yeah, and he was
like,
saying
so sorry.
he'd be like, oh, so sorry, and like that to these girls.
The girl posted screenshots
Yeah.
of all this stuff. He was trying to be funny with this younger girl
Yeah.
who didn't think that was funny.
And then pretty much he just got like everybody came out saying no, he's terrible to work with and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So he lost his job.
So people didn't like him to begin with, and they were just waiting for. They didn't have a reason to kick him out,
Because he was creating
And
something that
yeah.
everybody was making
and
money off of.
something comes out.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, okay, that
So-
could be a good reason.
For a lot of it, I don't know if it's even that they don't like the person to begin with. It's that this is the next one we can get. This is the next person we can bring down. I think that a
okay,
lot of
okay,
people
okay.
like to like especially if somebody's like everybody knows who they are and they're famous. They also like to see them crash down, go
Yeah.
down. Yeah, yeah,
Make the clown fall down.
yeah.
That's one of the things they talk about at this comedy club in Alaska, where they don't get a lot of entertainment there.
Yeah.
So if you go do comedy there, the whole crowd just buys you shots the whole time.
Uh-huh.
And management asks you, at what point, how many shots do you want us to start putting ginger ale in the cup?
Yeah.
Because the crowd just wants to see the clown fall on the ground.
Yeah.
They don't
right.
care about the jokes.
Right.
They're like, let's feed this guy booze and watch him fuck up. And if you are actually there to try to get fans and do comedy, you have to watch it and make sure they don't destroy you
Mm-hmm.
with booze.
Yeah. So how many shots is too many shots, and how many accusations is too many accusations? We're like, yeah, it's probably true. He's probably a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seven shots.
It's 7.
I could probably only do about 3 or 4 shots before I'd ask him to bring ginger ale, because you got to remember stuff
Yeah.
on stage.
Yeah.
So we had a friend who I've talked about before, the girl who was trying to get out from under the male voice.
Yeah.
She studied racism in college and misogyny and feminism and stuff.
Yeah.
And then she married an African guy and had a baby, and then was mean to the African guy. And last time I talked to her, she was upset because they were having a lot of marriage troubles. She was like, I haven't been fucked in 6 years, 6 months. He hasn't fucked me. She's all mad. So then we talked to her again later. She did a bunch of drugs and came over, and she was like, oh, it's going great now. I'm a lesbian and I'm hooking up with this girl, and here's a dick pic of this guy that we're hooking up with. This guy had a huge dick. And she told us the girl's name, and then we went across the street to hang out with the neighbors, and we were talking about this crazy girl that came over. Was talking about all this crazy stuff, and they were like, we know that girl that she's being a lesbian with. She works at this place that we go all the time. So then we went with them to see Smile last week. And on the way there, they were like, don't say anything to the girl about the other girl.
Uh-huh.
And we were like, okay. I didn't know what they were talking about. I was driving and I was high. And then we got there and they were like, hi. And they said her name. And I was like, oh, fuck, that's her.
What a small world.
And we were trying to like order drinks from her and be nice. And I was like, I saw the huge dick that you got fucked with. And I know the girl that like squirted all over you. Because she came over all fucked up and she was talking about squirting.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I know a lot of weird things about this person that I'm just meeting for the first time.
For the first time. Wow.
Yeah. But the guy from the neighbors that we went across the street with, I was talking to him. He knows a guy that has a ranch. Everybody knows. You know somebody with a ranch, Steven?
Yeah.
I don't know anybody with a ranch. Well, I guess, yeah, my wife's brother has a guy with a ranch. Anybody that I know that has like a bunch of land out in Texas, I'm like, can we go jump bikes? Like, if I had land, I would make BMX ramps and go jump motorcycles off of it. If you've got all the land if you had a ranch, Chiaki, with as much land and money as you wanted, what would you do with that land?
I want to ride a horse.
Yeah. You ride horses around?
Because I'm a Texan.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Donnie said. Donnie qualified you.
Yeah.
You are hereby declared. Yeah.
So I asked my buddy if we could go out to the ranch and see his friend, and he said, yeah, they got bikes, they got ramps. We can go jump bikes. But I don't know if I want to introduce you to my friend. He's kind of crazy. And I was like, crazy how? And he's a Hispanic, my friend, that across the street. And he was like, oh, he's a crazy white guy. I don't know if you would get along with him. And I was like, I'm a crazy white guy. I can speak that. I grew up in Virginia. I can do that. But I was really complimented that like a Hispanic person told me, I'm not sure if I want to introduce you to my crazy white friend.
Yeah.
It kind of legitimized me as a not crazy white guy. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You're embarrassed to introduce me to your wacky ranch
I guess I'm not as cool. You don't think I'm as cool as I thought you thought I was.
Chiaki, did you hear we had a SWAT team at our house the other day?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Why?
the latest Josh neighborhood drama.
So they built all those apartments out front. It used to be woods there, and then they built all these condos.
Yeah, I saw it.
Some dude got in a domestic disturbance at 4 a.m., and then they got his wife and kids out of there, and he barricaded himself in the house. And then I got up to work at 7:30 a.m., and I couldn't get out. The whole road was blocked. There's police tape.
Good for you. So you could have called to the work.
Yeah, I got a
and
day
say,
off. It was right.
Yeah, you got a day off. Yeah.
So they went it took 4 hours. It wasn't over until 11:30. So from 7:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. They were trying to figure out what to do. They had all these tanks, big green SWAT tanks. Like my kids got to go in those tanks during Take Your Kids to Work Day when the APD was there. But they had a megaphone for like an hour. This lady was like saying this guy's name. Brandon Miller, you're under arrest. Come outside with your hands up.
Maybe that's why he didn't come out. He was embarrassed.
They hit the door twice with that big black pole that the cops use.
Wow.
And they couldn't get in because he barricaded it.
Yeah.
So what they ended up doing was they got a fire truck. They put the cops on the ladder and they went up on the roof and drilled. They sawed a hole.
Yeah, they like chainsawed a hole into the roof.
Wow.
And dropped in tear gas.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then they pulled him out. He was puking, and they put him on a stretcher and took him away.
Yeah.
And there's like rumors of gunshots. Nobody knows exactly what kicked it all off, but it was my kids slept through the whole fucking thing. They got up and they were like, "What happened?" And we're like, "No, don't worry about it." They don't want them to be scared.
That sounds so America to me.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So we have another friend of ours, who lost a lot of weight recently. Every time I see him, just rarely, he goes, "Oh boy, Josh, I can't wait to see you. I have something for you." And then I get there, and it's some old, big, huge clothes of his, because he's lost so much weight and I've gained a little weight. So he's kind of like going, "Hey, I'm not fat anymore and you're fatter. So here's my fat clothes you can have." But I always get excited. He's like, "Oh boy, I haven't seen you in a couple months. We're going to hang out. Are you sure you're going to be there? I have something for you." I think like he got me a gift or something.
Right.
And this is bullshit old Salvation Army sweatshirt. I'm like, "Thanks, man. Thanks for the insult that I'm fat."
Yeah, it's like,
and you're
it's like a roundabout way to call you.
Okay,
You're fat and I'm not fat anymore.
Is it really insulting though?
No, I don't care. I mean, it's just
Because I do
insecurity.
that kind of stuff, you know.
No, it's rad. It's a Discord hoodie from DC from Minor Threat. You know,
Oh,
Discord,
okay,
the
okay.
record
Yeah,
label.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Can I have that?
Yeah, you can
I
have
want
it.
it.
Double X large.
Yeah,
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 it's a
I'll
big
wear it.
giant.
Yeah, you'll
yeah,
because
yeah.
you would like it more than I would. I should give it to you because you're.
Can
more,
I have it then?
You're more punk rock than me at this point, so you can take it. You deserve it.
Yeah,
Actually.
yeah. I want to have it.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, yay.
I've got enough hoodies. It's not zip up. I only wear zip up hoodies. It's a flat.
Yeah.
Flat
Okay,
front.
yeah, that's fine.
But it's cozy. Yeah, you wear it all
yeah, and
winter.
it sounds warm.
Yeah.
And a minus threat.
But he lost weight by taking these shots called Ozempic, which is like cheating. Like Donnie and I are trying to lose
Oh.
weight by like
It's
walking and eating right.
Organic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I call it a lazy white woman drug. It's like all the lazy white women that have gained some weight.
I don't want to
they're-
walk. I
they-
don't want to eat a salad.
They take this little shot instead, and it makes it to where you're not hungry.
It's diabetes medicine.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be for people who are dying of diabetes,
okay.
and they're taking it away for vanity, so they can lose weight.
Yeah.
We were at a party with this guy, and he was talking about these shots, and my wife was like, "Isn't that made of Gila monster extract, like lizard chemicals?" And he was like, "No." But then there was a nurse there. I don't know if you know our friend, the redhead girl that's a nurse.
She doesn't like me.
Oh yeah. Why is she racist?
I don't think she ever liked me.
Okay. Well, she
Anyway.
chimed in and she was like, "Yes, it is
Okay.
made of lizard extract."
Wait, are we talking about?
No. Shut up. We call him a friend of ours.
Yeah, the friend of ours.
Quit making Donnie edit more.
Yeah, there's so many. That's like 4 beeps now.
Okay.
That I'm gonna have to do. I have to beep out 4 people's names.
Time stamping in his head. So we checked our analytics today on the podcast distribution. Donnie got us on this red circle thing that puts us on,
It's just the feed that puts the podcast on all the apps.
and it holds the data. So we're on Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iTunes.
Oh, that's cool.
And
Wow, all over.
apparently we have a couple listeners in Britain.
Oh wow.
So we'd like to say hello today to Spronson Twickenham
Hello.
and our other British listeners.
We need to add
Benedict
more
Dinklage.
accent so he would understand what are we
Yeah.
talking about.
Right.
So last week I was talking about selling these toys on eBay. I'm selling my kids' old toys on eBay.
Oh, okay.
The garage is full of these old Pokemon toys. And they're apparently worth more now than they were when I bought them. I get them
Oh,
from the
wow.
back of GameStop, like in the clearance.
Yeah.
And I put them on eBay. Basically, I'm trying to get my kids to do something. So I showed them how to use eBay and take a picture and post it.
Yeah.
And so I sold a Lucario. I don't know if you know who Lucario is.
No.
He's a
No.
blue karate dog
Okay.
Pokemon.
Okay.
He's like this cool one. I bought it for $7. I sold it for $30. It's a pretty
Shit.
sweet deal.
Yeah.
So
it's
now
pretty
I'm
good.
I should spend some of that money going to the back of GameStop and getting more.
More.
to sell more. But then I don't know if you've ever looked at Data is Beautiful on Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
They made a graph last week of like the most pornified franchises of all time, and the top one was Pokemon. And then the next day they put the most pornified characters
Yeah.
of each one, and the top one was Lucario.
Oh, so somebody's gonna bang that.
Somebody's
little thing.
fucking my kid's
Yeah.
toy.
Yes, somebody
Oh, no.
bought it.
That's
on
why they
eBay.
just paid
Yeah.
$30 for a $7 toy.
Yeah, they're gonna put a fleshlight in it,
Because apparently
Yeah.
Lucario is a.
right?
Lucario sounds like a Mexican.
Yeah, it's like Lothario.
Yeah.
It's like
So because of our TikTok thing and looking into TikTok and researching TikTok, I found a new favorite TikTok guy. It's this guy. He's Arabian. He's called the Master of Editings, and all his videos are the same. It's him yelling and using special effects to blow stuff up
yeah.
with a cool Arabian song.
You love me or hate me, I don't care. But don't play with me.
How many people watching this? A lot of followers for this?
Wow. Okay.
It's just him
Man, no wonder why people are getting stupider and stupider.
Yeah.
blowing up
Idiocracy,
helicopters with
yeah.
his leg, yelling, "My life, my rules, my style, my." So
Josh
I'm-
is getting sucked into TikTok
Man,
now.
he's a punk.
yeah,
That-
that's
yeah, that
punk.
guy's
That's-
punk.
That's
Yeah.
punk. Yeah.
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 He's DIY.
Oh
He
man.
started it himself.
And burning everything. He's
Yeah.
a punk.
Yeah.
We should follow him.
I'm following him.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna message him and ask him to come on the show.
Yeah,
like,
so
I
he's
don't
gonna-
have time.
So he's gonna
My
burn
life.
this room.
My rule.
He'll bring a Tyrannosaurus Rex
Yeah.
into this living room. Is what he'll do.
He blows shit up with his
Yeah.
leg.
Yeah. So Chiaki, are you going to do another art installation? Do you have anything that you're thinking about doing coming up?
I have to be asked.
Yeah.
If I had another chance, I'll do it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we could do a god awful live art in
Oh
October.
yeah.
God awful
In
lot.
October?
Yeah.
In October.
Oh, where?
All of our plans that we've been coming up with
And I
all
need to
have to
get
start in
paid,
October.
too.
Yeah. They'll have to start in October so it's not so freaking hot
Oh yeah,
if
definitely.
it's out in the
Yeah.
outdoors. So.
Yeah, let's not go outside until
Yeah.
September.
Yeah. But yeah, we're an hour and 4, so
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
we're good.
Yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out, Chiaki.
That's a
Hi.
god awful
Yeah.
gospel hour right
Yeah,
there.
that is an hour of god awful
Yeah.
gospel.
Man, I learned so much.
Yeah. Next time we'll have to talk about church.
Church?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you answered so many questions. I'm sure people are going to get your ancient wisdoms and ask
Okay.
more questions for next
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
So-
I'm so glad I could be helpful.
Yeah.
For
So
people.
all 24 of our English listeners, please look for Chi Anarchy, right?
Hi.
At Chi Anarchy.
Gronald Twizzleton.
Chianarchy on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Hi.
Sweet.
All right. Yeah, that's the hour.
Hi. Sayonara.
Bye.
Thanks for having us in your ears.
I don't like that kind of talk.